Bonkers.ie, where we're all about smarter money and keeping you updated on everything that's happening in the world of personal finance and consumer affairs. I'm Dara, and this week, because it's the end of the month, we're going to be taking a look back on everything that's happened this month in personal finance and at Bonkers.ie. So we're going to start off with gadget insurance, and there was a pretty damning report on gadget insurance that was released by the central bank recently, which is basically saying that not enough information is being given to customers at the point of sale, and that many customers are overpaying and forgetting to cancel the gadget insurance when they buy it. So gadget insurance, as the name suggests, is insurance that people take out for things like mobile phones or a laptop or any other expensive gadgets that you might have. It's quite common to take it out at point of sale. So when you go into a shop to buy your phone or TV, they might try to sell you gadget insurance at the same time. The key takeaway from the central bank report, though, is that people really need to take the time to read the terms and conditions carefully to make sure that the gadget insurance is actually suitable for them and whether or not it's good value. And also, 1 in 5 consumers, when they take out new gadget insurance, they actually forget to cancel the other gadget insurance that they might have, so they're actually paying double. So, really, really important that you do remember to cancel any insurance if you're getting new insurance, so that you're not paying for insurance that you don't need. But at Bonkers.ie, we always have some advice that we like to give as well. And when it comes to gadget insurance, the first thing is to, first of all, of course, is to shop around. The second thing is to find out what excess applies to the policy. So an excess is the first amount of any claim that you need to make yourself. So excess applies to most types of insurance, and it's the same with gadget insurance. So what it means is that even if you're paying for your insurance and then you lose your phone or you break your laptop, you may still need to pay a certain amount if something happens, even if you make a successful claim. So you still will potentially be out of pocket. So always look and see what that excess charge is, particularly with some newer smartphones. The excess can be as much as €150 if you go to make a claim. Also, if you make a claim under some of these policies, the phone or the laptop or the computer that you get may not necessarily actually be new. So you could be actually getting a second-hand device as part of the payout or as part of the claim. And finally, always check with your main insurance provider whether or not gadgets are covered under your home insurance policy. So if you own your own home, the chances are you'll have home insurance, and sometimes gadgets like mobile phones and jewelry and watches are actually covered under that policy. So there's no need for separate gadget insurance. Sometimes even if you aren't covered, you can actually add on a little addition to the home insurance policy for things like gadgets. So rather than take out new gadget insurance, check in with your existing home insurance provider, because often you might be covered, and if you're not covered, then what they can provide for you will actually be cheaper. If you need any more information, head over to our blog, where we have lots of information on the report and what to do if you're looking for gadget insurance. Next up is ways to finance your consumer or your Christmas spending. It's coming up obviously to that time of the year where people are looking for ways to access credit. Now, in an ideal world, nobody would get into debt, and we're certainly not advocating at Bonkers.ie that you do get into debt, but at the end of the day, nobody's perfect, and sometimes we do need to access some short-term credit. And one thing that we actually quite like is a new feature on the Bank of Ireland credit card, which is called their credit card installment plan. And basically how it works is, if you have a credit card, a MasterCard credit card with Bank of Ireland, and you're making a purchase that's over €500, you can put the purchase onto your credit card, and then you apply online to put that purchase onto an installment plan, and that purchase then attracts a rate of only 6.9% APR, which in many cases is actually lower than the rate that you would pay for a personal loan. So in many ways, it's actually like getting a personal loan through your credit card, and then you pay off the purchase for over €500 over the course of a year in 12 monthly installments. So if you are a Bank of Ireland customer and you have a credit card with them, and you're looking for ways to access some credit, we think that's a nifty feature. Unfortunately, only Bank of Ireland provide it at the moment, but we'd hope that other banks and other credit cards will follow suit in the months and years ahead. For more information on all the other ways you can access credit, so maybe getting an overdraft, hire purchase agreements, things like that, you can check out our blog, where we have 7 ways that you can access finance in the run-up to the Christmas festivities. So next we have news about energy price rises. So unfortunately, we're in a round of more price increases at the moment. Around 4 or 5 energy providers have again announced an increase in prices. So you'll remember that during the summer, practically all the energy providers announced an increase in price, and now there's been a second round of price increases. In some cases, the price increases mean, when you take into account the price increase that took effect in summer and the one that took effect now, you're looking at your gas and electricity bill going up by €300 over the next year. So it's really a huge increase. The latest provider to announce a price increase was Energia, and their price increases are around 5 or 6%, and they'll come into effect on the 1st of January. So at least you will go over the Christmas period without any price increases. Electric Ireland recently announced there were price freeze until the new year. Now, they haven't said when or if they'll increase prices in the new year, but like Energia, it means that nobody is going to see higher bills over the Christmas period, which is good. The key thing to remember, as always, though, that if you want to save and if you want to reduce your bills, there's 2 things you can do. The first is to switch energy provider. It can all be done quickly and easily online on Bonkers.ie in the space of a few minutes. It's quick, it's simple, and you can save €300 or more on the average gas and electricity bill. And it's really one of the simplest and quickest bills you'll ever change, and one of the quickest and simplest ways you will save money. And it's better that the money's in your pocket rather than someone else's, of course. And then, of course, the second way is to look at using less energy. So particularly coming up to Christmas, it's getting colder, we're using more energy. We also have, maybe the Christmas lights on. Really now is a good time to look at ways to reduce your energy consumption so that you have smaller bills. If you go onto our blog and our website, there's lots of information as to how you can use less energy, and also the SEAI, which are the Sustainable Energy Authority of Ireland, have lots of useful information as well and tips on how you can use less energy. And finally, earlier on in the month, we saw EBS announce that they were going to extend their 2% cashback offer until the end of next year. So the offer that they have at the moment is 2% cashback on a mortgage. So if you took out a mortgage with EBS for 200,000, you'd get €6,000 cashback tax-free after you've drawn down the mortgage, which is pretty handy when you're a first-time buyer and times are pretty tough. So it was due to expire at the end of this year, but they've extended it until the end of next year, which is good news if you are thinking of buying a house over the next few months. A lot of the other banks provide cashback offers as well. Permanent TSB have a cashback offer of 2% also for first-time buyers, movers and switchers, and Ulster Bank also give you €1,500 towards your legal fees. Both of those offers are currently still due to run out at the end of this year, so I guess we'll have to wait and see whether or not they extend them until next year. As always, if you want more information on cashback offers, head over to our site. So that's it for this month. There's some of the biggest stories that we covered. Thanks a million for watching, and hopefully we'll see you next week at the same time. And as always, if you want any more information, head over to our blog on bonkers.ie/blog. We have lots of information on everything we've covered and more. And if you want to get in touch with us, feel free to comment below or contact us over on social media.